Psalm 50. The mighty God, even the Lord, hath spoken, and called the earth from the rising of the sun unto the going down thereof. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God hath shined. Our God shall come, and shall not keep silence. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous round about him. He shall call to the heavens from above, and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for God is judge himself, Selah. Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel. And I will testify against thee. I am God, even thy God. I will not reprove thee for thy sacrifices or thy burnt offerings, to have been continually before me. I will take no bullock out of thy house, nor he-goats out of thy folds. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, for the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Will I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto God thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High, and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. But unto the wicked God saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, and thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee, and set them in order before thine eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Whoso offereth praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation aright will I show the salvation of God.
All right. Shalom. First and foremost, we
Shalom.
would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah,
Bahashem,
Bahashem.
Bahashem, Kakadash.
Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right, we're GMS Mississippi Camp on the brother Yashamath, got the beloved brother Lamar Ariyah. All right, tapped in, on the live, and we're just gonna go into it back to the basics, dealing with salvation. Always just, remembering, the things that we were first taught, as we were learning this truth. A lot of us had to be, deprogrammed from Christianity. One thing about Christianity, it had us running around, telling people we were saved, telling people, that we've been, delivered, not understanding what salvation is or who salvation was for. So we're just gonna go over these things, just touch up on, all right, salvation, Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you sisters be edified. Now, the first thing I want to do, all right, you had something to say, bro, while I pull up the definition?
No, bro, you good.
Okay, come. So first thing I want to do is pull up the definition for salvation. Now, when you look at it, okay, it says preservation or deliverance from harm, ruin, or loss. All right, and you look at the synonyms. Okay, one of the synonyms is means of escape. Okay, is means of escape. All right, so there's no way anyone on earth, can say that they're safe. Because we haven't seen the wrath of the Lord play out in the earth. You see, so we're going to go into these things, understanding, what salvation is, who it's for, and what are we going to be saved from. We have to understand these things. Okay, so let's start off with the book of Luke, chapter 1. Like I said, whenever you got a point, brother, just chime in or
Uh,
precept come to mind. So let's go to the book of the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. Okay, so you go here to the book of Luke 1, chapter 68. It said, "Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel." You see, and see, this is the New Testament. Because Christians, have pretty much hijacked you know, have hijacked the New Testament and have just passed out salvation to everyone. But nah, man, the New Testament follows the same narrative as the Old Testament. Okay, and the New Testament pretty much the Old Testament, broken down. A lot of things being fulfilled, and a lot of things, coming full circle, which there's still things to be fulfilled in the old, you know. But it says, "Blessed be the power, the Lord power of Israel, for he have visited and redeemed his people." Now, let's get another quick one just to just stack precept on it. Matthew 2 and 6, and it says, "And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor," okay, which is a ruler. All right, see that capital G. All right, that's the big governor. Okay, Yahweh Shai,
yeah.
that shall rule my people Israel. So it's plain, all right, that the Lord's people, is Israel. So when you're reading in Luke, all right, the Lord visited, okay, his people through Yahweh Shai. There was a visitation from the Most High through Yahweh Shai, and that visitation represented mercy, to Israel. Okay, it says, "Blessed be the Lord power of Israel, for he have visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house, okay, of his servant David." You see, so the house of David goes into their lineage, all right, and their horn represents power, all right. So Yahweh Shai, was born to be our power of salvation, okay, and we can link that with Isaiah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go here, and then we'll get that in Isaiah. All right, this Luke 1 and 70. It says, "As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us." And that's another thing. Christianity doesn't deal with, the enemies. Okay. Here it is. There is obvious, we have an enemy. Here it is. Our people cry. They march. They got water holes. They got bought over here in slave ships. They got feet cut off, hands cut off, fed to gators. Okay. Children, fed to dogs. Okay. Women experimented on, just destroyed. Okay. all these things have been done to us by this one group of people, okay? And the Bible speaks of us having enemies, man. Okay,
Yeah.
so here it is. We cry because when you're marching, okay, or you're crying about change, okay, you're pretty much crying about oppression. All right, and that's part of the good news is that we're going to be saved from our enemies and from the hand that all that hate us, man. Because really, all these nations look down on us, but Esau, Edom, is a progenitor of their hate. You know,
Yeah.
you can say something, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Because Christianity it really is really a part of the enemy. You know, they have forced our people to follow their ways, their doctrines, and now at this point, our people are still lost in the sauce, as they say, man. They still heavily believe in Jesus. They heavily believe in, saying everybody can be saved. They trust in Esau, which is their oppressor, even though they know the history and how everything this man have done throughout the generations, man. They still embrace him with open arms and want to forgive him. But they won't forgive their own people, but they'll forgive Esau. Because when we tell them that Christianity is a fucking fluke, that they're just brainwashing them, okay, that we're Israelites and our power is Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, not no straight hair pale face. They hold that against us. They come up against us. But the scriptures say what? Am I not your enemy because I tell you the truth? So our people pretty much have joined Christianity, which is really an enemy to the nation of Israel, and they steady being combative with us, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the Lord is going to destroy these 2/3, man, because 2/3 are really engulfed in the church. I will say though, a lot of Jakes have left the church because they see how corrupt it is, how fucked up it is, but they still are in tune with that Christianity bullshit.
They're still in darkness, because
Yeah,
like it begins once we understand who we are, then we can start putting all the other pieces together. You
right.
know, it makes sense that this nigga is the Edomite. Once we understand we're Israelites by default, okay, this nigga got to be the Edomite. You look at the history
Yeah,
between Jacob and Esau in the scriptures, it's like this nigga got to be the Edomite, and we need to be delivered from this man. Okay, we need a deliverer.
uh-huh.
We need a savior. Okay, so when you go here to Isaiah 63:1 and see the Bible puts names on these things, but when you don't understand who you are, nothing else makes sense. You know, that's why it
Right.
begins with us getting that skin, their identity. Then we get that breath and start getting deeper into the understanding. Okay, this Isaiah 63:1. It says, "Who is that coming from Edom, with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength." So it's calling out Edom directly. Who is this that coming from
Yeah.
Edom? Well, that's the same horn of salvation that we're reading about in Luke, Yahweh Shai. Okay, and that's another thing. When you're looking at the Bible, from the lenses of Christianity, you don't see Yahweh Shai everywhere in the scriptures. You only see him in the Gospels. Then he's crucified, then that's it. Well, nah, man,
Right.
he's in the volume of the book. So we're reading about Yahweh
Right.
Shai coming from a slaughter from Edom, traveling in the greatness of his strength, those chariots, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Save who? Okay, we just read that he's going to be, all right, the salvation for his people. Okay, he's slaughtering one people and saving another people, just like ancient Egypt. Okay, he plagued one people, he terrorized one people and delivered another, which is his people. Okay, you can
Hmm.
say something, bro. I'm gonna get that definition saved, but if you have a point, you can make it, bro.
No, because like the way the Christians go about doing things, their ways don't fit the criteria. You know what I'm saying? of the Israelites, of the Lord's people, and what they will be doing in this time. Now, granted that, of course, we got Israelites within these churches, but they're still pretty much Hellenized, man. They're still, what I'm saying, following the ways of the heathen. And if these Christian churches was truly servants of Yahweh Shem outside, why are they inside these churches, man? Why don't you see these preachers, instead of being behind the pulpit, out on the highways and byways, preaching, teaching out the Bible? Because they're not servants of Yahweh Shem outside. They're servants of Esau Edom, okay, doing the will of the devil, man. Doing Esau's bidding. That's why they take these 501c3 charters. They don't speak on certain things. That's the same thing that they had going on back in slavery. Okay, they'll have the taskmaster watching over Jake while he's preaching, obey your master. But they'll turn it around and have Jake thinking to obey a plantation owner or any white man for that matter. And they still have that mindset. And like you said earlier, they're still in that darkness, man.
Mm-hmm.
They can't see no light. And they really don't want to, man. That's like I say, that's why they come so hard up against the Israelites, man. Because they don't want master to be exposed. They don't want master to go down. They want to continue to serve master, which is Esau Edom.
Come on, brother. And I got that word save in the Hebrew, which is Yeshai. All right. Yeshai. All right. I think Isaiah, you go into the name of Isaiah, is Yeshaya, which means Yahweh saves. Or Yahweh's victory, So when you go here to Yeshai in the Hebrew, is to save, to be saved, to be delivered. Okay, to be saved in battle, to be victorious, okay, to save from, all right, to save, to deliver, to give victory to, okay, and let's just build on it, okay, because we know we're coming into a time, all right, like no other, and you go here. What does it say? At the beginning of these precepts, what does it say? Deliverance from captivity promise. Well, who's in captivity? The only one that needs to be saved is who's in captivity, man. Like
That's right.
Jake, and then there's another thing, like you go to these Edomites, bro. These Edomites, they live a completely different lifestyle. Now, you got some, Edomites at the bottom of the barrel because, white privilege is dwindling. But man, there's some Edomites out here living that just, you think there's just everyday Edomites. These Edomites living, and they not thinking about you niggas, man. Okay? Like, I was driving this private pilot. He was speaking about some of the clients, and he was like, yeah, I gotta go pick somebody up in Houston. Now he said I gotta pick somebody up in Orlando, take them to Houston, in the private jet. And he was like, yeah, they probably, paid $25,000 just for their flight, And I'm like, God damn, like he saw on some shit to where like he getting from Boston to Miami in G6s, in 2 hours, like spending, $40,000 on the flight. And these just regular little Edomites, man. It's like Esau don't need deliverance, okay? We're the people that's in captivity that need a deliverance, man. Now,
right.
When you go here to Jeremiah 30:6, it says, ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned to paleness. And this is coming into the times that we're in, how bad it's going to be. All right. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it, and that he is the elect of Israel. Okay, so who's going to bring about this trouble? Okay, it's going to be the enemy. All right, the Lord going to put the spirit on the devil to be a madman, sparing none. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that's what we have to be saved from, man. Okay, the enemy Esau, Edom, World War III, the nukes. We gotta be saved from these things, man. Okay. So I want to get this word saved. But if you have a point, you can bring it out, bro. I think it's the same word though. Yep, it's the same word. You're
No, you
shy.
good, bro.
Come. So it's the same word, you're shy. Okay, to be delivered, to get the victory. Okay, so we're gonna have the victory over the chaos and the turmoil, okay, and the afflictions that's to come. We're gonna be tried, we're gonna be tested, okay, but we're gonna be delivered. And you keep reading, it says, "For it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck." And doesn't that sound similar to Exodus? Okay, the 6th chapter,
Mm-hmm.
"And will burst thy bonds, and strangers," these heathens, "shall no more serve themselves of him," because every nation on earth benefits off our captivity. Okay, we're a major part of this man's economy. Okay, Jake is a major part, all right, of this devil's global economy, man. All right, and America became a superpower so fast because of Israelite slavery, man. Okay, but the Lord is going to stop, all right, this system, all right, global captivity on the Israelites, man. Okay,
Uh, uh,
that's the
I got.
salvation that the Bible's speaking of, man. You got it, bro. What you got, bro?
I was gonna say you get because you were talking about how Esau living all good and everything. How some of them, you know, they just got it like that. I must you bring out the book of Psalms verses 1 to verse 5, just to make a quick
Psalm,
point.
what's Psalm chapter?
Psalm
You said,
73,
oh yeah. Hell
73.
yeah. Hell yeah.
I said 1 through 5, but if you want to keep rolling on it, through the
Yeah,
spirit.
yeah, yeah. We're
But the
rolling
points
the
I pretty
spirit.
much wanted from 1 through 5.
All right. This is Psalm 73:1. It said, "Truly, all right, the Most High is good to Israel, even to such
Mm-hmm.
as are of a clean heart," which is a clean mind. "But as for me, my feet were almost gone, my steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not troubled as other men, neither are they plagued like other men." Okay, yeah, you got it,
Right,
bro.
right. Because verse 1 is plainly says that what? Truly God is good to Israel. So it's telling you that the people that the Lord is with, his people are the nation of Israel. And then
Come.
it further expands on to the wicked.
Yep.
Okay, and the wicked, shit, do that sound like somebody who having problems? Do that
No.
sound like some people who are oppressed? It said they are not troubled as other men. These niggas can leave their windows and blinds wide open in their neighborhood. They can go out, leave their doors unlocked. Like you said, and catching jets, you know what I'm saying? G5 jets to where they need to go. These people, they are the rulers of the earth. Granted, some of them was, cut short by the elites. They didn't, know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you could put it on the percentage scale, they still good. And this is the enemy, man. And this is the people that's ruling the earth. But this is not the people that the Lord is dealing with. This is not the people that the Lord is going to deliver and give salvation to. This is not the people that the Lord is going to save. These are the people that the Lord is going to come take down, man, starting with the elites. These
Come.
are the people that's going to go into slavery.
Come.
But these are the enemies that we're warning our people about who's going to come down with that great wrath. You know what I'm saying? Going to be like a madman sparing none. This is the man that's trying to hit you with that MOTB, that Carabin. This is the man who was giving you the jabs. Okay, this is the man that the Lord said, trust not the, you know what I'm saying? Don't trust this nigga, rubber paraphrasing. Like iron rusted soil his wickedness. Okay, this is the man, this is Teeman. This is the man who have all the weapons. Okay, this is the man who has turned everything upside down. And this is the man who we can't do nothing with without Yahweh Shai. And much as we try to warn our people and tell them they refuse to hearken, but at the end of the day, Yahweh Shai is gonna be our salvation, man.
Come. And then, like I say, bro, the Edomite, he said he was that pilot, cause he told me like, yeah, I'm like a high price Uber, you know, like how Jake used Uber, you know, the Edomites use private jets like that, man, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Like he was like, yo, I'm gonna drop. He's gonna go to Orlando, pick this guy up, drop him off. You know, it's a $25,000 trip. Then he gonna take somebody from Houston to North Carolina, and he said he gonna wait on them for 2 hours in North Carolina, then bring them right back to Houston. I said, well, God damn, you know, like it's levels
man.
to everything. It's a whole like Esau is really in a different world. Okay, like
Come,
niggas
bro.
don't understand, like Esau is in a different realm from you niggas, man. And he don't have one thought about you niggas and your problems, man. All right, he don't want
No,
to hear about that shit. He ain't got nothing to donate you niggas. Okay, Esau is enjoying his kingdom as the scriptures say he should. Okay, but here it is. We speak about salvation only for Israel, and the nigga first thought is an Edomite, man. Okay, why this nigga? Well, here it is. We explaining to this nigga. Okay, we on the ground and Edomites just flying over the air. You know, going to close deals. You know, securing generational wealth. All right, you
right.
know, what I'm saying? But the nigga is on the ground arguing. Okay, for the so-called white man. All right,
Yeah.
I got this real quick, bro.
Uh,
This Psalms 124:1. It said, if it had not been for the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been for the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, okay, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. And Esau wrath is kindled beginning with the elites because they're pissed that we have this understanding. They're pissed
mhm.
that we're opposing, okay, this NWO. See, this is a spiritual war. All right. And Esau is not used to having spiritual opposition. He used to just pushing his enchantments out there with no opposition. Okay. But now, as the Lord has raised up the house of David, he's getting met with the resistance of his word, man. Okay. And this man's wrath is kindled against us. See, Christians don't understand the situation that we're in. You see, a
Right.
Christian has no idea, no clue. Okay. It says, then the waters had overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our soul, the proud waters, which is waters represent people, had gone over our soul. Blessed be the Lord who have not given us as a prey to their teeth, all right, which is their which is their devices, man. Their devices of destruction. You know, you got the juice that they put out, but we had the wisdom to know not to deal with that. Okay, you got the death culture
Mhm.
that the Lord delivered us, you know, that he removed us from that. Okay, and ultimately, you know, he's gonna be with us in the hour of temptation and through, you know, Jacob trouble, man. That we're not given over to their devices of destruction, man. Okay, it says our soul is escaped as a bird out of a snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken, and the snare is this system. All right, the Lord finna just break this whole system, and we are escaped. And remember, one of the definitions of salvation was a means of escape.
Right.
You see? So the
Yeah.
Lord is going to destroy this system and he's going to give us a means of escape through those chariots, man. It says, our help is in the name of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, who made heaven and earth. Okay? You had something, bro?
Come, bro. If you want to go to Genesis 32 verses 24, pretty much down to 28,
Genesis 32.
because it's pretty much verses Genesis 32 verses 24 down to 28. Because we know the blessing was given to Abraham, and then it was passed down to Isaac, and Isaac gave birth to Jacob and Esau, but the blessing was left to Jacob. You got it, bro.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 24. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollows of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. Verse 26.
And we always go and we bring this out a lot. How much pain Jacob had to be in, with his hip out of place, but he's continually wrestling this angel, man, and he wasn't giving up. He was enduring that pain to receive, but he was gonna receive. You got it, bro.
And he said, "Let me go, for the day breaketh." And he said, "I will not let thee go, except thou bless me." And he said unto him, "What is thy name?" And he said, "Jacob." And he said, "Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince has thy power with the Most High, with men, and has prevailed."
And that's it, man. Israel, no longer Jacob. The blessing was left for Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob's name was changed to Israel, Yasha Allah, Prince of the Power. And Jacob had what? 12 sons. Okay? And if Yahweh Shah sprang out the tribe of Judah, wouldn't that make him an Israelite?
Mm-hmm.
And when you go in the book of Matthew, when it said that she was going to give birth to a son whose name is going to be Yahweh Shah, right? And he was going to die for his people. Yahweh Shah went on the cross for the nation of Israel. So this is the nation that the Lord is dealing with, man, the nation of Israel. No other nation.
Yep.
So when you go into what is it? Second Ezra is the first chapter. He said, though all come from Adam, roughly paraphrasing that, the other nations are unto a spittle.
Oh, yep.
Matter of fact, can we get the bro? I don't want to destroy it. What is it?
Second Ezra 6.
And 51, 50?
Like 54.
Something like that. Come on.
All right, this is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him came we all, and the people whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. And as for the other people which also came of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that followed from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou callest thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure?
So being that we all come from Adam, all right. Being that we all come from Adam, and the Lord said that the other nations are but a spittle, a drop into a bucket. Who are these other people? And it goes further on to say the heathen. We know heathens are these other nations. When you go into what is the rich man and Lazarus? Those that was licking the sores. These are these other nations, man, who was in cahoots with Esau and benefiting off of the downfall of the nation of Israel. Okay, then it goes on. Even asks about why don't we possess the earth, man? We don't have nothing. We not running anything. Like the brother was going to earlier, man. Esau, he's got everything, man. When you go to Job 9:24, it said the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. who's doing all these wicked things on the earth? Who's spreading chemtrails? Who's doing GMO foods? Okay, who's spraying chemicals all over the vegetations and plants? Okay, who's polluting the water? Who's allowing children to get sex changes? Who this is all the doings of a person who has the ability or the power to do such, man. He's passing these unlawful decrees, allowing all this stuff to happen, you know. But these are the people who are in charge, man. It's not Jake, okay? And these are the people we need deliverance from because they're destroying everything, man. This man has turned everything upside down, but yet it's still people be combative about when we go out and expose this man and what he's doing, man. I get tired of Jake saying all of them ain't bad. Well, the scriptures say that he was estranged from the womb. All of them. This is a nation, man, of wicked people. If some of them are good, why is the Lord going to eradicate them all according to the book of Obadiah? Okay, we have to have deliverance, salvation from this devil, man. Because, like the scripture say, because he had begun to devour us, man. This man whole thing is to basically destroy the nation of Israel, and everybody else just get caught up in it. They're just what is it? Casualties of war.
Yep.
He's ready to risk it all just to try to obtain a birthright that he thought was his.
Yep.
When he's living out his birthright right now, this is his kingdom. But like what we were just reading, what was going to Psalm 73. I think you read down a couple more scriptures said that how he don't have enough, his eyes, you know what I'm saying, just can't be fulfilled, or he can't have enough. Roughly paraphrase.
His eyes stand out with fatness.
Come. He can never have enough. He can't. This man. That's why he has to be put down. He's like a dog with the mange, man. He just doing everything and slobbing everywhere, and just and you know what they do with a dog with me? They put him down, man. But this is what has to happen to Esau Edom, man. I know it's all over the place, bro.
Yeah, so just going back to the second Esdras, when it spoke about we all come from Adam, with every nation that you see, comes from Adam, through Shem, Ham, and Japheth, because Noah was a descendant from Adam, and his three sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, are the progenitors of all the nations that you see. But that chosen came through Shem. That's why you can track your Yahushua lineage all the way back to Adam, okay, through Jacob, Isaac, Abraham, Noah, Shem, and then eventually Adam, okay, because that's that chosen lineage, the sons of God that was always preserved in the earth, okay. And just as you said, all right, the Lord is getting ready to gather, all right, his people, all right, from captivity from another people. Okay, see, when you deal with the truth of the Bible, you understand the real narrative of what's going on. Okay, Christianity is a is pretty much just a it's pretty much a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale. When people think of the Bible, they add like things on the Bible that people Christians, especially you black Christians, you so-called black Christians, they add like the things in the Bible that happen in the earth. They separate the Bible from reality. Okay. But when you read here, this is Jeremiah 31:10. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel will gather him." Okay. So the Bible speaks about the scattering of Israel and the gathering of Israel. Okay. You can't get around that narrative, and we're gonna link it with New Testament. All right. It says, and keep him as a shepherd of his flock. And wasn't Yahushua known as what? The good shepherd. Okay, he referred to the believers as the sheep, and he was speaking about Israelites, man. For the Lord have redeemed Jacob and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. All right, because without the Lord, like you said earlier, there's nothing we can do to be removed from this captivity. Okay, we can't do nothing economically. First off, niggas, all right, can't pull nothing off. Niggas can't come together and pull nothing off. So that's niggas can't even do step one, and that's just come together in some type of unity. Okay,
Yeah.
so that the niggas can't even pull that off. Okay, a peaceful gathering. What? Even if some miraculous way niggas got together, what you gonna do? Okay, you can't do nothing economically against this man because you're dependent on. You can't go to war. Okay, with your captive if you depend on him for everything.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
the scriptures say that we will go to this man for the want of all things, and it will be until the Lord redeemed us, man. And that's gonna be the salvation.
Right.
He's gonna deliver us from depending on this devil, man. You know, had to be dependent on the devil. Now, Yahweh Shai is coming to deliver us from all that, man. Even that dependency on this nigga, man. Okay, and militarily, there's nothing we could do as a nation against this man militarily, man. Okay,
Right.
this man, the Lord has made it to where this man is way, way up there when it comes to that sword, man. Okay,
Yep.
so we need a deliverer, man, which is Yahweh Shai. You had something, bro?
Now, I was gonna say, like you said, how the scripture goes into we should go to enemy for one all thing. And then, you know what I'm saying, the Lord told us in Deuteronomy 28 chapter, we shall be sold as bond men and bond women, and no man will buy you, man. Which goes back into that deliverance, man. You know? So, you know, it look, man, all we have is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man, and our faith and our hope, man. You know, because I mean it's documented clearly how this man is no way to take down this man. That's why the Lord has to come back. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Wait upon him. Vengeance is his." So how can you go beyond that? You know that's it makes no sense to try to do anything when the Lord had already gave clear instructions to wait upon him. So all we supposed to do is teach, preach, walk in the ways of right to the best of our ability, be brotherly. You know what I'm saying? Do what we got to do to strengthen the body, and just in haste, man. Sigh and cry. You know, tell the Most High, hey, give your house shot a green light. But other than that, we ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, set up nothing to roll on Esau, you know, get some kind of a whole, you know what I'm saying, stock of ammunition and guns and try to, you know, establish some kind of military or mercenary group. No, man, we're gonna rely on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We're gonna keep the faith. We're gonna do what the Lord said, man, and that's it.
Come on, brother. It's only one way out, you know, and that's through Yahweh Shai. You know, as he made that statement
Yeah,
in John, you know, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. You
and the
know,
light. Yeah,
there's only one road out of here, man, and that's up, and that's gonna be through Yahweh Shai. And that's why when you go
that's
here,
right, bro.
it speaks about the glorious return, Matthew 24 and 29. It said, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. Okay, and this is the return of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, and that sun and that moon represents the wisdom of this world. Okay, because hey, the understanding that people have when it's all out chaos, man, that understanding that people think that they have, people think they know how society works. They think they know how politics work, how
Right.
money work. You know, they think they have some type of security and rights, man, but those things are going to break down. Okay, and those
Yeah,
stars from heaven, man, it's gonna be these nukes, man. Okay, and then and the kings of this world gonna be shook. All right, the powers of this rulership gonna be shaken, man. Okay, so this is how Yahweh Shai is returning. And that's another thing, which we'll probably go into that on another time. Understanding that, hey, the Lord is coming to bring war. But that's a whole nother subject. All right. But we want to link it with this. It says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Okay, because ultimately, we know the nukes gonna block out, the suns and the moon, physically, the mushroom clouds and the dark smoke, it's gonna come after. Okay, but the understanding is gonna lead first, man. That so-called understanding that people think they have, man. Okay, leading up to them nukes, man. And it says,
God.
and they shall see the man coming in clouds, which are those chariots. All right. Of heaven with power and great glory, and his angels shall send forth, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So this is speaking of that gathering of Israel that we read about in Jeremiah. His elect is who? Okay, I think that's Isaiah 43. We ain't got these in a while. We used to stay on these.
Bringing up some old gems.
Gotta blow the dust off the. Let's see. But this is a good one too. I read this one, then I get that other one, because it just goes into that the gathering, man. All right. This is Isaiah 43 and 4 says, since thou was precious in my sight, thou hast been made honorable, and I have loved thee. It's speaking to Israel. Therefore will I give men for thee and people for thy life. So the Lord, it doesn't mean that the Lord is going to kill people to deliver us. Okay?
Yep.
That's how the Yahweh Shai, he going to come swap it out. Okay? That's another facet of salvation that the church don't deal with. Like, our salvation is going to be based on the slaughter of a lot of people in this society, man. Okay, it said, fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east and gather thee from the west. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back my sons from far, and my daughters from the end of the earth, man. Okay, so it's going to be a global deliverance of Israelites, man. Only Israel is promised to be gathered. We was scattered. We was told, we was going to be scattered for a punishment, but through mercy, we're the only nation that's prophesied to be gathered. You can say something, bro. I think it's Isaiah 45. I was looking for.
I was gonna say, bro, if you get real quick, Jeremiah 30 and 11.
Come. All right, let me read this.
So you need to get this script to link it up. Then you know what I'm saying. You can break it out after.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this to prove, that the elect was speaking about Israel. This is Isaiah 45. All right, and 4. It says, for Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect, I have called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. So it refers to Israel as being his elect, because Israel is elect nation, and out of that elect, he has a remnant, okay, that he's going to deliver from the destruction, man. Okay, the mayhem that he's about to bring to the earth. All right. So what you want to use it Jeremiah 30?
30 and 11.
It's the book of Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 11. It says, for I am with thee, said the Lord, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all the nations whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished.
So we had to go through these particular things because you know, as a nation as a whole, we went off. Okay, being hard headed, stiff necked, following the ways of the heathen, you know, just you know what I'm saying, just going for little. But at the same time, he said that, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't to destroy us, man. And then he said that he is the Lord Yahweh, he is with us to save us, man. And who he's gonna save? He's gonna save and deliver the elect. You know what I'm saying? The elect is the one who's gonna be delivered onto those chariots, man. But even being the elect, Abaratazah, we're those men, okay, who's, you know, diligently doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, but we still had to go through these different trials and tribulations, man, so we can acknowledge our offenses and turn from the ways of wickedness, man, repent and come back to the Heavenly Father and the only God's Son. But like the brother was saying, there's always gonna be that remnant, man, that cluster that the Lord is gonna keep, that He's gonna deliver, man, that who He have favor. Okay, that's it, bro.
I got one from the brother I'm coming, boy. It's the brother Bayan Yashala. It's the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 16. It said, the Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem. And you read up in Joel, it's speaking about the Third World War. Okay. And the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people. All right, going back to the earth, the Lord finna shake the earth with his anger. You know, them nukes hitting the chariots, you know, destroying, you know, particular things, man. All right, it's gonna shake the earth. All right, so the Lord gonna be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. You got it, bro.
That's it, man. And He gonna be the strength of the children of Israel and And the strength is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to the elect and the large multitude, those are the ones He's gonna allow to keep that sound mind, you know what I'm saying, not to be, you know, dismayed at all the things that be going on, man. And we're gonna keep that hope that we receive that deliverance, man.
That's gonna be our strength in that day. You know, I got I think I got. Let me see what bro. See, get a few more to come in, boy. I know brother been lighting it up. Yep, this is another good one. This the brother Yaqua Hopeful Elect 3. The Hopeful Elect 3 says Isaiah 10 and 20 says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay, okay, or depend upon him that smote them, which is Esau Edom, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel in truth. Yep.
Yeah. So and again, that remnant is the elect, man. And that 1/3, that large multitude of men, women, and children who the Lord is gonna have mercy upon, man. We're gonna stand upon Yahweh outside. We're gonna have that faith, man. And we're gonna be the ones who's gonna receive that deliverance. You know, along we continue, you know what I'm saying, to just continue to do what we're doing through the Spirit, man. You know, the Lord ain't gonna forget our labor of love, and that's regardless if you're doing the work, being a helper, you know what I'm saying, or just being a faithful servant in some kind of shape, form, or fashion, walking in righteousness to the best of your ability. You got it, bro.
Come on, brother. I got one more, and then I'm gonna get one more on the blue letter. All right, we can close out, brother.
Okay.
This second Ezra 1674. That's the brother Hopeful Lake 3 says, hear, O ye, my beloved, said the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver, all right, it's salvation. I will deliver you from the same. You know, so we haven't been delivered from those days of trouble yet. You know, so that's, you know, this is true salvation. You know, we're beginning, you know, now we understand true salvation. You know, but you got it, bro.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna say, if I could say too, that destroys that narrative that Christians say, talking about they saved. Yeah. Saved from what? What did you save from? The trouble is gonna be Jacob's trouble. You still gotta go through. So, you know, that's one of those That's one of those dreams they be selling people, man. One of them false realities that they be conjuring up in these churches, man. But you're not saved until you're delivered into that chariot. That's why the scriptures say the elect shall scarcely be saved. Okay, it's gonna be at the nick of time. Okay, so if you still got air in your lungs and you walk around this earth, trouble is coming, bro. Can we get Isaiah 14? Before you get the last one, Isaiah 14 verse 1. Just to kind of talk about what the lesson going into, who the Lord, people are, and who He's gonna deliver.
Come, brother. I was already in Isaiah too, so it's all good, brother. It's Isaiah 14:1. It said, "For the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob."
So the Lord is gonna choose Jacob, man, the nation of Israel. And I mean, shit, at the end of the day, the other nations pretty much were just, though the Lord used them as a tool, to punish us for our wrongdoing, going off and everything. But at the end of the day, these other nations was created to be an heir, man. So they're good. We're the heirs with Yahweh Shai. So they was good. They're created basically to be our servants, man, in the kingdom of heaven. That's gonna be their positions, man. But as of right now, the Lord is using them, as a, I guess you say, as a whooping stick, all in the same, But at the end of the day, they're gonna, like Scripture said, they're gonna cleave to the house of Jacob, man. So these people are gonna be pretty much, at our disposal, and they're gonna be glad about it.
That's talking about Israelites on verse 1.
Oh, Salak.
Now it's all good and say they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. It's speaking about, Israelites, coming back to their covenant. They cleaving to
I was thinking about when the gates would be open day and night.
Yeah. But then it's talking about the heathens in the next one. When you go to verse 2, I read verse 2, and then this is speaking about the heathen. Speaking about Israelites, being joined back to their covenant. Because the Lord has opened up His mercy, man. And as the prophets speak, you have, because we was all considered strangers, man. We was all considered strangers of the promise. Israelite foreigners. But as the Lord has opened up them, because that's a token that He's chosen us again by, giving us His understanding. So now you have Israelites everywhere, hearing His word and coming back, through faith in Yahweh Shai, they're coming back into that covenant, that promise, man. But this is speaking about the heathen, like you were saying. Like I said, you can break this one down. Isaiah 14:2, and the people shall take them. That them is speaking about those actual heathens, and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over the oppressors. You got it, bro.
And that's the turning of the tables, man. And that's when everything gonna be put back in its rightful order. Israel gonna be back at their right estate, man. And again, these heathens are gonna be at our disposal, man. They're gonna be our, slaves, servants. Okay, again at our disposal, man. But as I said earlier, they're gonna be happy about it. And Salakia brothers for the wrong breakdown on verse 1.
Cause it's all good.
But again, we're gonna be back in our right place, man. Order is coming back to the earth, man. And Yahweh Shai is he's finna set it up, man. And that's where we're looking forward to. That's what we're laboring for, man. That we can be a part of that number when it comes to the 144. Okay, the governing body, man. The first fruit. That's it, bro. That's all I got.
Come on, brother. I read verse 3, and then I'll get that last one, Isaiah 31. All right, verse 3 says, "It shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give them rest," And that's a part of the deliverance, man. Rest gonna come with that, that salvation. Ain't no rest here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he said,
Yeah, no.
and they shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, man. And that's gonna be the perks of salvation or deliverance. We're gonna come into that rest, man. you know, no
God,
more oppression, all right, no more death, no more sorrow, no more, the curses.
sickness.
Yeah, we're gonna be
No more
delivered from.
Esau.
Yeah, no more Esau rulership, influence in the earth. You know, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 31 verse 5, and it says, "As birds flying, so will the Lord Yahweh Shemal Shah of hosts defend Jerusalem." And like, we're going to be delivered via the chariots, man. Okay, he said, defending also he will deliver it, and passing over he will preserve it. Okay, and when you go into this word passing over, all right, and the word deliver, okay, let's get a couple of them, see what they work. So you're going to deliver in the Hebrew, all right, is not to zal, all right, not to zal, all right, which is to snatch away, to rescue,
Mm,
okay, to script. The Lord gonna snatch us away, man. Like they talk about the rapture. Well, the rapture is gonna be in the midst, in the thick of the destruction. Nukes gonna
yeah,
be launched. It said to rescue, because
right.
how shy is like he's coming on a rescue mission, man. Okay, to be plucked out. Okay, you see, they're gonna be plucked out. For the missiles hit, man. All right, and you go to the word pass and over. It's the word pashat. All right, pasat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, was the aid of the Passover, man. All right, it said to skip to pass over. All right, because remember, Yahweh Shai is coming with that destruction too. Just as he was that death angel. All right, back in Egypt. He's all right coming back. To be the top death angel. We speak about the Lord unleashing death angels in these times. Well, the ultimate death angel he's going to unleash is going to be Yahweh Shai. Nobody's going to have more bodies than Yahweh Shai, man. Okay.
Right.
It says, turn ye unto him from whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted. And that's a call to repentance. True repentance, man. Denouncing, the wickedness, that we was brought up in, the traditions, okay, which most of us got it from Christianity, you know. But putting those things off, that's the beginning of us repenting, man. So
Right.
yeah, I think that do it, bro. Like I said, I think we done hit all the points. Um, Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you sister was edified, So this is just another back to the basics, and dealing with salvation, just getting the understanding, on the basics, man. This is edifying for us all, So Lord will, this lesson was edifying and built up your spirit. I know it built up mine. I'm sure the brother built up. And until next time, we say Shalom, Kwame Yashala,
Shalom. Kwame Shalom.
and Bible Ball soon. Shalom.
Baba Baba. Shalom.